Taurus, July 18th. Healing starts here, but the mind is still standing at the door with its arms crossed. Five of Cups reversed. I'm seeing recovery, not a perfect mood, but real recovery. Five of Cups reversed shows you finally looking at what still works instead of staring at what already broke. You deleted the old thread. You cleaned the drawer. You stopped reopening the same grief just to prove it still hurts. Actually, no, this is not about pretending you're fine. It's about noticing you are lighter after you cried. It's about accepting that some support is still there, even if it looks smaller than you wanted. Don't force the smile. Don't call numbness healing. Five of Cups reversed says the loss happened, yes, but you are not living inside it anymore. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed is where the body gets tired before the mind admits it. You stopped answering. You let someone talk over you. You backed down after one push because you did not have the strength to stand there and take another hit. That is not the same as failure. This card is showing exhaustion, pressure, and a boundary that got soft because you were drained. You are not meant to fight every battle today. You are meant to rest before you react. Protect your energy. Choose the one thing worth holding. Don't collapse just because somebody came at you harder than expected. Seven of Wands reversed says your defense system is tired, not gone. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed is the part where your gut already spoke and you brushed it off. You said, it's fine. It was not fine. You felt that drop in your stomach and then kept moving like nothing happened. That matters. This card is blocked intuition, hidden truth, and that inner silence that shows up when you keep a secret to avoid conflict. You know what feels off. You know what you are not saying. Don't outsource that knowing to other people. Don't act like confusion is safety. The High Priestess reversed is asking you to slow down and admit the truth you already caught on to. Put it together, and the moment is clear. Healing is beginning, but the mind is still guarded and sharp. You are releasing one old pain, but you are also exhausted from protecting yourself. That is why the intuition gets quiet. That is why you second guess. You are trying to recover while still standing watch. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You are recovering, but you have not fully lowered the shield yet. Taurus, this is the day to notice what remains, rest before you react, and stop pretending you do not know what you know. You knew this already, July 18th, Taurus. I'm seeing a quieter kind of shift here, not dramatic, just real. Five of Cups reversed. This card is about recovery, and Five of Cups reversed is showing you what you stopped staring at. You finally deleted the old thread. You cleaned out the drawer. You cried, then you got up. That is the move now. Not pretending it never hurt. Not forcing yourself to be over it. Just noticing what still stands. The support that never left, the part of you that came back online after the grief. Don't lie to yourself and call numbness healing. 5 of Cups reversed says the release is already happening, even if it is quiet. Queen of Swords reversed. This card is harsh judgment, and Queen of Swords reversed is showing you where your mind got too sharp. You read tone into every text. You kept score in silence. You snapped before the full story landed. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You were defending yourself before you even knew what you were defending against. That is the pattern. The critic in your head is loud. It says you need to stay cold to stay safe. But Queen of Swords reversed is not clarity, it is rigidity. It is weaponizing facts so you do not have to feel what is underneath. So soften it, check the assumption, separate what happened from what you feared would happen. 7 of Wands reversed. This card is exhaustion, and 7 of Wands reversed is showing me pressure finally getting under your skin. You did not answer because you were drained. You let someone talk over you because you had no fight left. You backed down after one push because holding the line felt like too much work. That is the body talking. That is not weakness, but do not confuse rest with defeat. 7 of Wands reverse says, choose your battles carefully. Protect your energy. If you keep standing in every fire, you will burn through the whole week trying to prove a point. The High Priestess reversed. This card is blocked intuition, and the High Priestess reversed is showing you the part where you already knew, then talked yourself out of it. You said, "Who's fine?" when it was not fine. You felt that gut drop, then brushed it off. You kept a secret just to avoid conflict. I'm seeing the silence, but it is not peace. It is avoidance. The High Priestess reversed asks you to slow down and admit what you know before someone else names it for you. Do not outsource your knowing. Do not wait for permission to trust yourself. So for Taurus, this moment is recovery with a filter. You are healing, but your mind is still defensive. Your energy is low, so your boundaries can wobble. Your intuition is there, but it is getting talked over. The work is simple, even if it is not easy. Release the old grief. Question the harsh thought. Rest before you react. And listen to the thing you already felt in your body. Taurus, July 18. 5 of Cups reversed. This card is about the cleanup after the crying. 5 of Cups reversed shows you finally deleting the old thread, clearing the drawer, and noticing you still have something left to stand on. You are not in the same place you were. Actually, no, you are not supposed to keep staring at what already fell. Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords reversed shows the sharp reply you almost sent, the tone you read into a text, the silence where you started keeping score. You cut first because you do not want to be caught off guard. But that edge is getting too sharp and it is starting to cut your own hand. Some of what you call clarity is just defensiveness wearing a clean shirt. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the part that keeps checking the receipt twice. Page of Swords wants the full story before it reacts. I'm seeing you noticing the same phrase repeated, the same little detail showing up again, and you cannot unsee it now. Good. Stay curious. Ask the hard question. Verify what you sense. Do not turn that into spying. Do not turn it into a whole courtroom in your head. Just look, then look again. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed is the moment you stop answering because you are drained. Seven of Wands reversed shows you letting someone talk over you or backing down after one push because you do not have the fuel to fight today. That is not weakness. But if you keep calling exhaustion peace, you will hand over ground you meant to keep. Rest first. Then decide what is yours to hold. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed is the gut drop you brushed off. The High Priestess reversed shows the secret you kept to avoid conflict. It's fine. That was not fine. The quiet in your body that got ignored because the room was loud. Hold on. You already know where this is pointing. The problem is not that you have no intuition. The problem is you keep outsourcing it to other people, then acting surprised when your own knowing comes back louder. So here's the moment, Plane. You are recovering, but your mind is still on guard. You are asking questions, but part of you wants to accuse before the facts land. You are tired, so your boundaries are wobbling. And underneath all of it, your inner voice is still there, waiting for you to stop talking over it. The move now is simple. Clean up what is done. Soften the inner critic. Ask. Check. Rest. Then tell the truth you have been sitting on. Taurus, July 18th. I'm seeing the split now. You are not confused. You are deciding what gets to stay in your life and what has already expired. Five of Cups reversed. This card is about recovery, and it is not pretty. It is practical. You stopped reading the old messages. You finally deleted the thread. You cleaned out the drawer you kept avoiding, and it hurt, but it also made room. What's left matters more than what's gone, and call numbness healing. This card says the crying already happened. Now you're noticing what still supports you. Queen of Swords reversed. This card shows the inner critic getting loud. Queen of Swords reversed is that moment where you read a tone into one text and decide the whole story before anyone speaks. You've been keeping score in silence. You've been sharp because sharp feels safer than soft. Actually, no, that is not clarity. That is defense. Separate what was said from what you feared. If you keep weaponizing the truth, you shut the door on the very answer you want. Page of Swords. This card is the part of you that still wants the facts. Page of Swords is checking receipts twice. It is noticing the same phrase repeated. It is asking the hard question before you react. Good. Stay there. Do not spy. Do not spiral. Do not turn curiosity into paranoia. You already knew that. If something feels off, verify it. If something feels real, ask for the full story. Clean, direct, no guessing games. 8 of Cups. This card is the walk away, not dramatic. Clean. 8 of Cups is closing the app for good. It is declining the invitation you already dread. It is packing up what no longer fits and not pretending it still does. Because this is not about chasing a better version of the same dead thing. This is about leaving with your self-respect intact. Don't stay for familiarity. Don't romanticize the exit either. Leave and learn. Seven of Wands reversed. This card shows you tired. Seven of Wands reversed is the moment you stop answering because you are drained. It is letting someone talk over you because you do not have the fight in you right now. That does not mean you lost. It means your energy is low. Rest before you react. Choose the battle. Do not fight every push, but do not surrender your boundary just because you are exhausted. That's the trap. The High Priestess reversed. This card is the gut drop you kept brushing off. The High Priestess reversed is saying you already knew and you kept saying it's fine. It wasn't fine. You felt it. You just did not want the conflict, secrets, silence, little omissions. All of it has been sitting in your body. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Your body has been sitting on the truth. Slow down. Listen beneath the noise. Stop outsourcing your knowing. This moment is the turning point. You are not just healing. You are choosing what no longer gets access to you. That changes everything. Taurus, July 18th, I'm seeing the turning point here, and it is not pretty, but it is clean. You are done pretending that staying means being loyal. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You are starting to see that leaving is the loyal move because it protects your peace. 5 of Cups reverse. This card is about recovery. Five of Cups reversed says you are finally looking at what is still standing. You stopped feeding the same grief every day. You deleted the old thread. You cleared the drawer. You cried, and then you got up lighter. Don't force a smile over it. Don't call numbness healing, but do notice what remains, the support that did not leave, the part of you that is still here. Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords reverse is showing a sharp inner voice that has been running the room. You have been reading tone into every text. You have been keeping score in silence. You have been deciding people are against you before they finish speaking. Hold on. That is not clarity. That is fear wearing a clean shirt. So soften the blade. Separate facts from the story you made up at 2 a.m. Don't weaponize truth just because you are tired. Page of Swords? Page of Swords is the watchful part of you. It wants receipts. It wants the full story. It wants to know why the same phrase keeps repeating, why the same pattern keeps showing up. Good. Ask, check again, verify what you sense. But do not turn curiosity into surveillance. Do not spy instead of speak. You are allowed to notice something without building a whole courtroom around it. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is the clean exit. This is you closing the app for good. This is you declining the invitation you already dread. This is you packing up what no longer fits and not looking back for permission. You already knew that. What you are walking away from does not satisfy you anymore. Do not romanticize the exit. Just make it. Leave with your self-respect intact. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is where the mind starts offering 10 shiny alternatives, so you do not have to choose one real thing. You keep every door open. You daydream about the perfect fix. You scroll options instead of deciding. That is the trap. Not every possibility is a path. Pick the one that is real. Pick the one you can actually hold in your hands. The fantasy is loud. The truth is quieter. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed shows the exhaustion. You are tired of defending the same boundary. You are tired of explaining yourself to somebody who keeps pushing. So you go quiet. You stop answering. You let them talk over you because you do not have the energy to fight. That is the danger here. Rest is not defeat, but do not surrender your position just because you are drained. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed is the gut drop you keep brushing off. It is the secret you keep to avoid conflict. It is the moment you say, it's fine, when it is absolutely not fine. Your intuition is not loud right now because you have been overriding it. So slow down. Listen beneath the noise. Admit what you already know. Don't fool yourself. The truth is already in the room. This moment is about one thing, leaving what breaks your self-trust so you can hear yourself again. Taurus, July 18th. Five of Cups reversed. This card is about recovery after the spill. Five of Cups reversed says you finally stop staring at what already left and you notice what still stands. You deleted the thread. You cleaned the drawer. You cried, and then you got up lighter, like the grief you finally stopped carrying in this was never meant to live in your hands forever. Not because it never hurt, because you are done feeding the hurt. Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords reversed is the sharp mind turning on itself. I'm seeing you read tone into a text and decide the whole story before the person even explains. That is not clarity, that is defense. You cut first, then ask questions later, and that sharpness that was really armor from this is still trying to protect you before you even know what is true. Actually, no, you do not need to keep score in silence. You need to soften the inner critic before it turns every fact into a threat. Page of Swords. Page of Swords brings the questions back. Clean questions, not spying, not spiraling. You check the receipt twice. You notice the same phrase repeating. You want the full story before you react. And that is smart, especially after the question you kept circling and this kept showing you that half. Knowing only feeds the spiral. Page of Swords says stay alert, but stay honest. Ask what needs asking. Verify what you feel. Do not turn curiosity into paranoia. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is the walk away cleanly. No drama, no extra speeches. You stop staying where you are only familiar. You decline the invite you already dread. You close the app for good. Eight of Cups says your peace matters more than the habit of being available. Stop fooling yourself. If it drains you every time, it is already over in your body. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups shows the options, the temptations, the shiny versions of maybe. Wait, this is where the mind gets noisy. One path looks perfect. Another looks easier. Another looks like what you wish they would become. Seven of Cups says choose what is real, not what is pretty. You can scroll forever, you can daydream forever, but at some point you have to pick the door that actually opens. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed is the exhaustion, the pressure. The moment you almost let somebody talk over you because you are too tired to fight for your place. You are not weak, you are worn down. That is different. Seven of Wands reverse says rest before you respond. Protect your energy. Choose the battle that matters. You do not have to defend every inch today. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed is the part where you already know and you keep pretending you do not. That gut drop, you felt it. That silence that felt off, you heard it. Then you brushed it aside and said it was fine. The High Priestess reversed says, stop outsourcing your knowing. Stop asking everybody else to name what your body already clocked. Slow down. Listen beneath the noise. The truth is not missing. You have just been covering it. And here's the moment, plain and simple. Release clears the room. Discernment sorts the options. Honest inner listening tells you where your peace lies. So choose the path that respects your peace. Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.